online physics and maths. Today we have maths question on the board. So what we are going to learn now is mathematics. And of course, from the diagram on the board, we have a square. How do we know that? By this sign that the four sides are equal. And that polygon or quadrilateral in which the four sides are equal is known as a square. Okay, then we are given a diagonal. A diagonal is this line that crosses from this point, this vertex to the other vertex. That's a diagonal. So we are given a diagonal, and this diagonal divides this square into two triangles. Of course, into two equal right-angled triangles. Okay. Then the question asks us to find the area of the square. Then II, the perimeter of the square. Okay. Solution. I know one might ask, how can we do this when we don't have the side of the square given? But just follow me, we will see how to solve a question like this based on the theory guiding it. Okay. So let's now bring out one of the right angle triangles in this square. Okay, we have for I, we are looking for area, but first of all, we have to do certain work before we find the area. So let's label here, let us label here X in centimeter, because this is centimeter, this is centimeter. Let us label here also, which means here is also X in centimeter, here is also X in centimeter, here is also X in centimeter, because the four sides are equal. So when we use X here, which means here is also equal to X, here is also equal to X, that is X. If we use Y, they are all equal. If we use L, the same thing, which means if here is 2, here is also 2, 2, 2. Okay, then we now have this. We will now have this right angle triangle. We have this. So that here is 20 root 2, and here is X, and here is also X. So this is what we have. Now remember Pythagoras theorem. So we are going to apply Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras rule or formula. So we are going to use Pythagoras formula, which says that the square of the hypotenuse in a right angle triangle is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. That's the Pythagoras formula or theory. Then this is the hypotenuse, the longest side facing right angle, that's the hypotenuse. This is the other two sides. So by that rule, we have the rule says that C square equal to A square plus B square. We have a triangle of this nature, right angle triangle of this nature, so that here is C, here is A, and here is B. So that's what the rule says, what we are applying. So you know what we are doing. So this is what the rule says. If I have this, and here is C, maybe here is A, and here is B. This is what the rule says, the rule we are applying. So you know what we are doing. Okay, so similarly here, this will become that 20 root 2 all squared is equal to X squared plus X squared. See what it will be based on this rule I just gave here. Okay, now 20 root 2 square, what does it mean? You see how I put bracket? We are going to square the 20 and square the root. So 20 squared means 20 times another 20. When you say 20 squared, it is 20 times 20. What does it imply? Just say 2 times 2 is 4. Put the 2 zeros. Simple. So here is what we have. So this becomes, by implication, this becomes 400. That's 20 squared. 400. Then root 2 times root 2. Root 2 times root 2 will give us, when you say root 2, root 2 times root 2 will give us square root of 4, which is equal to 2. So when a root times itself, the square of a root is the whole number there, okay, of that particular number. So when you square a root, it becomes a perfect square. You get it now? Okay, so root 2 squared gives us 2. You see it gives us 2, which is equal to x squared plus x squared. That is 2x squared. Remember, this is not the same thing as x squared times x squared. They are not the same thing. So do not make mistake to write x raised to power. Maybe add these 2 and get 4. That is error, please. Okay, good. So we have this. We continue. 400 times 2 gives us 800 is equal to 2x squared. We divide both sides by the coefficient of x. Therefore, we shall have that this over 2, this over 2. So our x squared, we divide by the coefficient of x squared. So our x squared will be equal to 400. But when you divide this by 2, you get 400. Because these 2 cancel these 2, this one go into here, we get 400. So, but we need x, not x squared. So opposite of squared is square root. Good. Then x is equal to square root of 400. And of course, you know that square root of 400 simply means 20, like we got here. So square root of 400 is 20. How do we get the square root of a number, a perfect square number with 2 zeros? If I have square root of 4 is 2, you take 1 0. So know that secret. If you are asked to find square root of 900, just know that square root of 9 is 3. Take 1 0 here, it becomes 30, and so on. Good. Okay, so our x here is equal to 20. So x is 20 centimeter. But that, so here now is, we have that here is 20 centimeter, and also 20 centimeter, or here is also equal to 20 centimeter. That is it. Okay, then we have found our x, that the side, we have found the side of that square. The side of that square is 20 centimeter each. Then we go to the question. The first asks us to find the area of that square. Of course, you know that area of a square is simply side square, the length of side square that raised to the power of 2. So writing it here, I question say area. So area will now be equal to x squared, which is what? 20 squared, which is equal to 20 times 20, which is 400 centimeter squared. So the area is 400 centimeter squared. Simple. That's the area, 400 centimeter squared. Okay, let me write it clearly. And just managing space here. That will be 20 times 20, like we said. That is 400 centimeter squared. That is the area of that square. Then the B questions ask us to find the perimeter of that square. Of course, when we talk about perimeter of a square, we mean distance around the object or the shape. So perimeter is, since the four sides are equal, the perimeter is simply 4L. That is this x plus x plus x plus x. That is 4x. If I use L, L plus L plus L plus L, that is 4L. So in our case here, because the side, we represent the side with x, so our perimeter is 4x. So II perimeter P equal to 4x. That 4 times each of the sides. Then, which is equal to 4 times, our x is 20, which is equal to 80 centimeter. Remember, in perimeter, the unit is just centimeter or meter, depending on the dimension given, not squared. But whenever you find area, area is squared. Good. For 3-dimensional objects, that is solid shapes, solid objects, when you find their volume, it is in cube. You should know all these units. Very important. So thank you for paying attention to this class. You can see that this question is simple if you know the right principle or theory to follow in solving it. For more of this, if you need extra tutorial or private lessons on physics and mathematics at all levels of examination preparation, then you chat me on my WhatsApp number or you drop message for me in the inbox section. Do not forget to follow this page if you have not done that, and share it so that other scholars will also enjoy math and physics with us. Together, we can end science and the maths phobia among students. Then visit my YouTube channel at Jonuti Online Physics and Maths. There, subscribe for free so you keep enjoying tutorial videos I upload regularly. Thank you and God bless you. Bye bye.